viewing Earth in orbit, do you feel like it has fostered a greater sense of sensitivity towards the well-being of our planet and the planet's environment for you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, when you look at that planet, like I said, from the first time I saw it out the windows of the shuttle till, like, looking out the cupola or going out for a spacewalk, I mean, you just can't help but thinking, like, going back to the very beginning, like, there are people down there, and those people are not only people, heck, there's trees and plants and animals that are on that planet, and the only reason that they're there is because this miracle that has our planet have all the right things at this time, right? And so everything that we know and we love is only here because of the way the planet is in its lifetime at this moment in time. So you can't help thinking about, we're pretty bold to think that we should have the right to change it, let it change over time. I mean, we are like one planet in our solar system. Our sun is only going to be around for so long, a little longer than you and I will be alive, so that's sort of convenient for us, but maybe inconvenient for later. But our planet is going to evolve as it should, and we should be really good stewards of it just to make sure that it does it as naturally as it does it for the sake of all the living things on this planet. And our planet is alive too. I mean, that's what's, I think, really super compelling from space. You can actually see it, not like on a daily basis, but on a yearly basis, specifically pictures from space. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago, we can see things changing. Some of it just as it does for itself, some of it as a reaction to us. And I think we should be conscientious of what our impact is and try to minimize that as much as possible so that we can all live on this planet happily and healthily. Like I said, not only the humans are only one part of it, but everything else that's on our planet.
So we've been traveling into space, maybe not for a very long time, but for a bit. Do you think this is a similar experience that astronauts, even in the past, and anyone who's been able to have that same perspective on our planet, do you think that they have had a similar feeling, and how do you think that has evolved through the decades?
Yeah, I'm sure they have, but in the very beginning, before we had satellites, we probably didn't have as many overarching views of what's going on over the long term. In geological time, it's a blink of an eye, but over the long term for our human existence here, I think it's becoming more and more obvious that we have an impact. Like I mentioned, I think folks all need to take the lap around the planet, because then you can see, the frailty of it. Like our atmosphere is so thin. It's ridiculous. Like, I think, when we look up to the sky, we think, there's plenty of, oxygen to breathe, we're fine. When you step away from the planet and you see that's just this little thin layer, and that's it between, we're only at 250 miles above the Earth, and it's a totally inhospitable place to be. It's hot, super cold. Obviously there's no oxygen, it's a vacuum of space. You cannot live there unless you have a space station, and that is very fragile as it is. I think you probably know we're always doing maintenance on the space station, so we're always fixing it. So there's no way we could really sustain ourselves in space. So we need to really take care of our planet, and it's the place that we all live and where we're from. We absolutely need to take care of it. You're into the environment, and
yes.
like everybody should be. And I'm yes. so proud of you at your young age to be thinking about that, have that on the forefront of your mind. It's pretty cool.
I think I'm particularly interested in the environment because, yes, the planet, I love it. If we want to keep living and we want everybody to keep continuing to have the full lives that they deserve and have the same thirst for life, we need a planet that can give us that kind of shelter. Yep. And that's a two-way relationship. Any passions, I think, music, science, whether it's like in space or on our planet, you can't really have those passions if you don't have a planet to live on to experience them. And I think that's kind of what connects all people.
Yep. I agree. I think everybody wants to have a happy life.
Yes.
Healthy life.
A happy, healthy life, exactly.
Yeah, and we all deserve it, but we all have to take responsibility. I love what
yes.
you said. It's a two-way street. Yes. It gives us so much we need to give back.
As we keep doing maintenance on the space station every day, we need to do that back to our planet.
Yep, exactly.
Beautiful.